Hey everyone, today we're going to review to you and give you a brief unboxing overview of the QI3 Technologies' newest ultraviolet sunlight meter, and this is called the UV Hawk 1. Now, for all of you guys don't know, UV rays is basically this sunlight, and it's mainly composed of these three components of different levels of, to the human eye, invisible ultraviolet radiations. And, research has said that because of the ozone depletion, that is a factor of global pollution, temperature increases, and basically a lot of environmental issues, we are getting more and more of this UV staining inside of the atmosphere, and as a result, people are getting more skin problems and skin cancers. And so UV Hawk is trying to be one of the more low-cost type of UV readers. It has this UV sensor on top, as well as an electronic display to fully give to you all the information. Now, traditionally, UV readers are really long devices, a little bit of a stick, and those are really expensive. They cost around $200. The stick has a sensor on it. This functions pretty well. It's a very compact design, and what's incredible is that this is only being manufactured at a low cost of $30 to $40 depending on where you go, and that is very cheap indeed. UV Hawk is also going to come out with predecessors and different models in the future, so keep an eye on that. And this is basically the packaging. So it says measures intensity of sunlight to alert you of overexposure to skin. When an overexposure occurs, there's a timer that automatically turns on that says, okay, you have 1 more hour to stay in the sun before it becomes dangerous and you should stay out. There's also tips and guides and instruction guide that tells you, when the level, and there's a scale of 1 to 10, when it's too high, when it's too low, what type of clothing, what type of sunscreen to wear for each condition. So it's a very intensive, pretty cool device. Okay, why guess when you can test? That's pretty true. It's in seconds. I would say it takes a little bit. Yeah, it's in seconds. Definitely under 30 seconds, so it's pretty fast for that too. And the cost is definitely very exciting because don't want to pay $200 for this. And it just says adjustable SPF setting. There's a tone alarm, so there's a built-in speaker. There's a clip with there's also a thermometer to measure temperature as well, so that's pretty exciting. So let's just open this up. This isn't too bad of a packaging. It isn't fairly easy to use too. So environmentally friendly. We can probably recycle this. Oh dear. All right, and we probably have the instruction manual. Down here, and that's everything. So it says Q3. This is ultraviolet sunlight meter, fast, accurate, and this is a UV Hawk. It basically tells you about SPF. This is an introduction. This is the chart, setting 1, setting 4. There's a lot of settings on this. Moderate to high. 10 is the 11 plus is the highest. Lower is the lowest. Precautions, so how to handle this device. Do not measure it over multiple layers of glass. Inside a car, it might not work as well, and that kind of stuff. So this is the plastic that holds the product. First thing you see that we get a little clip. This is a little nylon clip, kind of like a lanyard cord, and there's also a little clip that can take it off if you don't want to use it, but you can also permanently put the lanyard on, and if you want to clip it to something, just clip it on. And there's a little nylon thing. Looks very durable and looks very convenient. Alright, so here's the device itself. It's made out of this little white plastic, made in Taiwan, which is cool. And there's also a lanyard cord on top here. Looks like the size of a mini photo keychain. So if you have one of those, you can kind of see for comparison. This is the light sensor. Very cool. And this is a monochrome display. And how we turn it on is, I guess, by just press it for a few seconds and it turns on. And it beeps, and then I think you're supposed to measure the sun and basically give an accurate description. Of course, right now we're having a lamp, so this won't work. But pretty much we've tested this, and results are overall pretty accurate. For some reason, the results sometimes vary a little bit. We found that it wasn't the most accurate in the world in terms of real time, every 1 minute we want it to update itself and won't be that accurate. But for the most part, the timing and execution work well, and this is an important product because it's really for safety regulation purposes for people with sensitive skin, and it brings a really cool technology to a really cheap price that actually works. As you can see, this is a timer, the UV, the SPF, and the skin time, as well as degrees. This is 22 degrees Celsius. You can change it to Fahrenheit using the instruction manual. So it's a very cool device that works. Just don't expect it to be as good as a $100 device, of course. It's not that accurate. But overall, we're pretty excited at this low cost. We'll be excited to see what they come up in the future. And that's been a UV Hawk, basically, by Ultraviolet Sunlight Meter and Q3i technology. So come back for the full review, of course, on our video site of OS reviews. Thank you for